milk, shake it up.
So
Bingo.
easy.
And done.
Shake it, baby. Michael, thank you so much.
Shake it, baby,
I love
shake
my
it.
treat. I hope everyone in America remembers how easy this is. If not, we're going to put it on our website for you. And Michael, I hope you'll come back and make us some of your famous meatballs someday. A mess.
This is Josh DeMille. North Dakota's taught me everything I really need to know.
Morning, Kaylee. Sorry, good morning, Kaylee.
And we'll get through this together. Because that is who we are. Be inspired at NorthDakotaLegendary.com. North Dakota.
Got to run for a little bit, so keep checking in, guys. Morning, Jillian and Riley. Kira, I believe. That sounds good, Kaylee. No problem. Morning, Luke. Thank you. Morning, Kellen. Kaylee, if your dad has a cell phone, he can just take a picture of it and send it to my email. Might be the easiest thing. Once again, we'll wait a little bit until like 9:03 or so. This should not take real long. I just have very little to go through to start the week. So good morning, Dory and Morgan, if you're here, I guess. Fifth grade again is at 9:20. Sixth grade at 9:40. You can hang around, that's fine. Some usually don't come on until right at 9:02, so that's about 5 minutes. So again, as I always say, just be a little patient. This really shouldn't take long this morning. Good morning, Jana. Good morning, Winter. You can stick around if you want to. Sixth grade is at 9:40. Morning, Aiden. It's a little different. Morning, Gabe. I don't think I've done a live here at home yet this year. Morning, Bristol. at school, I know exactly where I have everything. I should have everything with me today. So, well, happy birthday, Raleigh. Everybody wish Raleigh a happy birthday. Morning, Carson. I will say, fourth graders, you guys have been great getting on here. Really appreciate it. Morning, Jeremy. Couple more minutes and we'll start here. Oh, I was going to show you guys something. I was going to bring this to school. I was going to bring this to school on the Monday that we found out we weren't going to have school anymore. But I want to show you this. Hopefully they'll be around for next year. I don't know if you can see. Can you see the big guy sitting right up here on the... Right there. That's Ralph. And he's got a friend in here, but I don't see her right now. But these are green anoles. You may have seen them in the pet shop. So if we do have school, I'll bring them to class. If not this year, then hopefully next year. Okay, by my clock, it's 9:03. Like I said, this shouldn't take real long here today. You should all make sure you check your email because I sent this week's material out this morning at about 7:45. So make sure you check your email. It's going to look like this. And Mondays, remember, I always send it out on an email. It's got the week and it's got the date. So a couple things we'll go over for this week is your habitat project is roughly due on Friday. Again, I will give you extra time. Just let me know if you need a little extra time. When you do finish your habitat, a picture or a short little video would be great. You can send to me. Just let me know if you need a little extra time. I'm pretty easygoing with that. Remember, there's no late work. I just need you to get it in a relatively, reasonable amount of time. You have a couple things out of the book this week, the citizenship book. Tomorrow, there is a video lesson that you'll want to watch the video. And the video is entitled Fourth Rev War. And again, you have to make sure you take a look at this from your email. And then there's a couple pages to read, a few questions. And then there are some comprehension questions that you will do on Thursday. So my schedule is, you should have gotten, you will get a calendar to try to kind of keep you on track. But Tuesday you have the video, you have some questions, and then Thursday you have the comprehension questions. Again, this book is online, ND Studies ND Studies dot grade or GR4, I believe it is. But I sent that to you last week. I should have had the website here, but you should be able to find that fourth grade. So this week, continue working on your habitat project and try to get your work in from last week as soon as you can. And then you have those questions to do. Again, some of you have been very, very good at sending in your questions, your answers. Very, very good. I did give you a bonus question last Friday. I can't tell you what the answer is until this coming Friday. Otherwise, some people that don't know the answer, you might share it with them, and we can't do that. So I'll tell you the answer on Friday. So again, check your email. That's number one for your assignments. Work on your habitat project, and you have questions and some reading from the book. As I've always said, if you need anything, if you have a question, please email me, okay? I will try to help you the best I can. I know it's not like being there, but I will help you as best as I can if you have any questions, okay? So fourth graders, if you have any questions, I'll stick around here for a little bit. As I told you, this was going to be short. Also, remember that supplementary work that I sent to you guys a couple weeks ago. I talked about the Enderlin Library. That's really a cool site. If you go in there, if you have nothing else to do, and maybe do something with the library, or if you just want to look at it, that's fine. It's Enderlin Museum, not library, Enderlin Museum. So maybe check that out if you get done with your project and your questions and you need something to do. So keep working on your project, get those questions done, get the work from last week sent to me, and you should be good to go. Morning, Cadence. Let me just put Cadence in here. So if you have no questions, then you might have more on Wednesday. But if you have no questions, then I'll see you or maybe talk to you a little bit on Wednesday at 9 o'clock then. You can go if you have no questions. Have a great week, guys. Bye, Kira. Bye, Gabe. Bye, Jenna. I can start taking fifth graders now. Zoe, I see you're here. Good morning. Libby and Sam, good morning. Morning, Lily Joe. Bye, Raleigh. Bye, Luke. Bye, Cadence. Bye, Jillian. Bye, Kaylee. Lily Joe, if you're still here, I sent the material through email, so check your email. If you have any questions, you can always email me, okay? Oh, the bonus question from last week, fourth graders, was there was a governor in North Dakota that was accused of a crime on April 17th, way back, and I believe it was 1934. What was the name of the governor? That was the bonus question from last week. Morning, Dory. See you, Riley. Bye, Kaylee. Morning, Maddox. Fifth grade, this shouldn't take long. You got kind of a long wait. It's only 9:10. I knew the fourth graders wouldn't take real long. So just be, as I always say, be a little patient here. I'm going to wait for kids to come on because, again, we're not scheduled till 9:20. So those of you that are here, Zoe, Maddox, Dory, Olivia, and Sam, okay, well, what I was going to say, Sam and Olivia, your internet doesn't work. Only works on the phone, getting it fixed today. I sent out your material for this week. Please check your email. There's quite a few things in that file. The first page is just kind of an overview of what we're doing this week. And then the next few pages talk about the next part to the project after you were done with the booklet. So we'll talk a little bit about that today when everybody is here. So please check your email. You should have something in there for this week. I am drinking a Diet Coke. I know that's terrible. I shouldn't be doing that in the morning, but I had to today. I got up. I was at the school about 6:45 today. I was there for about an hour and a half and decided I'd do this live from home. I think this is the first time I've done this at home. So I wanted to see how this would work. This could be the last day of pickup and drop off. Good morning, Ella. That was kind of the word. So I got to make sure if we can't get back into the school, I need to be able to do things from home here. So that's why I'm doing it from home. Ella, did you check your email to make sure that you got your material? Morning, Blake. That Sam or Olivia drinks Mountain Dew in the morning? That's your opinion, Maddox. I think it's great. All right, good, Ella. Now, Mountain Dew is terrible in the morning. Sam, you shouldn't be doing that. Were you guys on when I showed the fourth graders the anoles or the anoles? I've had these guys for about a month. I was going to bring them in that Monday that or Tuesday, I guess, that we didn't have school. So let me show you. I was going to bring this in to the classroom, but of course, we don't have school. So these little guys, if you can look right up here, this guy right here, that's Ralph. He's a little lizard. He's not real little, but he's looking at me like, what are you doing taking my picture? There's another one in here too, but she's kind of hiding a little bit. But he's a pretty friendly little guy. So if we come back to school this year, I'll bring it in. If not, next fall. Hopefully they'll still be around next fall. Those are green anoles. They're little lizards, and that was going to kind of be our class pet. We can't bring in, not supposed to bring in mammals, although I know Mr. Hansen has a guinea pig, but yes, I'll bring them in next year if we don't come back to school. They are kind of cute little lizards, and you can hold them and usually pet them underneath the head, and they'll close their eyes because they enjoy that too. Good morning, Aaron. Aaron, we just talked about fourth grade. We just talked about what's going on for the week. If you check your email, you should get a list of what we are doing this week. So you should, on your email, have gotten something that looks like this with week 5 on it. So make sure you check that. Good morning, Jesselyn. Again, it's still only 9:17 right now, so we got to wait until about 9:22, and then we'll get started for today. So keep popping your name in. Otherwise, you can chat with each other for just a little bit. I got to check my clothes. Morning, Gabri. Morning, Gabe. Morning, Chloe. Those that just got on, I can show you those again at the very end when we're done. Morning, Caitlin. And they were real expensive too. They were like $7. I'll show you again at the end, Chloe, what I'm talking about. Well, actually, I can go back now because it's only 9:19 right now. That's Ralph. And his partner is someplace in here, but I can't see. Oh, she's right here. You can kind of see the tail right there. She's kind of hiding a little bit. That's Alice, Ralph and Alice. And these are green anoles, or anoles. I've heard it pronounced both ways. So again, that's what I was going to bring to class. But of course, we're not in class right now. So, all right, 9:22, or 9:20, and 9:22 we will start. Good morning, Charlie. I don't think this will take real long today, but it just depends if you have anything to talk about, any questions. Morning, Tanner. Tanner, thank you for what we did, and we're good. That little deal we had, perfect. I appreciate it. Zoe, do you know where to get some? Are you talking about those anoles? If that's what you're talking about, I got them at PetSmart in Fargo. Sometimes you can get them at Petco too, but they're pretty cheap little creatures, and they don't take a lot of work. Just gotta keep it humid. The temperature is really important for them. Okay, 9:22. So thank you for showing up today, everybody. And if you just keep the comments at a minimum, I'll go through what we have here this week. First of all, make sure that you check your email for your assignments. Again, I always send a cover letter that goes with it. And so make sure you check that. I sent the assignments to you and your parents. So it should be there. Now, with this, I also included the next phase of your state project information, which is on the next page, and how to do that. So I'm not going to read it to you. You guys can read this. And then on the next pages, it does have some examples. It's much easily seen in color. So when you receive it, or you should have received it, it is in color. It's also got a recipe for homemade Play-Doh, which is what you'll probably want to use for this. It needs to be white. Morning, Natalie. And then the last page that I sent was an assignment for this week. I know this says Nathan up here. Don't worry about that. The signers of the Declaration of Independence. I want you to pick one that signed. And I know you wrote down a list, and most of you sent this to me. You made a list of 10 signers. I want you to pick one. It can be one from your list that you had before or somebody else. And you're going to dive a little bit deeper into that person. So you're going to fill out. All I'm asking for is one. You can do more than one if you want to. For each additional one you do, I'll give you 5 bonus points for social studies. Okay? Speaking of bonus, a lot of you sent in your answers for the bonus question from last Friday. I cannot give you the answer until this coming Friday, simply because I don't want, and I'm not saying you would, but I don't want people sharing your answer with other people. So again, you have now until Friday to send me that bonus question. And so if you don't remember it, again, go back on YouTube. It'll say April 17th, bonus for 5th grade, and it's on there. Okay, so for this week, I'm hoping all of you are done with your booklet. That should be turned in at the school today. Again, if you need another week to work on it, but don't start falling behind, because we start falling behind on one thing, then we're going to fall behind on other things too. So that would, you need to make sure that you turn those in and not get too far behind. And then again, you have that one assignment on the signers of the declaration. And the rest of the time, you can start prepping and working on your second project. The second project is either a relief map, read about it, it's in that information, or a diorama. And again, read about it, it's in the information. Again, I need you to check your emails. Those of you that have gotten your assignments already and have checked your emails, know you have it, you don't have to comment on this, but check your email. I always send the assignments on Monday in an email, and make sure you check it. You might have to scroll down a little bit, but you should have it. If you didn't get it, I need to know by sometime today so I can resend it, but hopefully everybody got that. Reading, I did not send anything out for reading this week because it's pretty similar. And some of you are not sending me any summaries at all. You got to start doing that. You also have to send me how much time you read every week. Some of you have sent that to me, some have not. So sometime today, send me how many minutes that you read this week. Okay? All right. That, I believe, is everything. Main thing is to check your email to make sure you got your assignments. If you do not have any questions on anything, and you might on Wednesday, because you just got your assignments for this week, you certainly can ask questions. Send in assignments to me as soon as you can. If you do not have any questions at all, once again, for about the 10th time, check your email. You can leave, and I'll see you on Wednesday. If you do have questions, I will stick around here for a little bit, and you can certainly ask. Okay, Gabe, that's great. See you, Gabri. See you, Ella. Bye, Natalie. Goodbye, Blake. See you, Maddox. Bye, Zoe. I'll say my goodbyes and start looking at the 6th grade that's checking in. See you, Chellin twins. Bye, Zoe. Bye, Jess. Good morning, Carson. Bye, Aaron. See you, Gabe. See you, Charlie and Caitlin. Chloe, did you check your email? I sent it this morning, so check that, and that'll tell you what you have to do this week. Morning, Morgan. Okay, Chloe, check your email, and then you should have the information. I also sent it to your parents, too. See you later, Chloe. Well, you got to get them fixed, Chloe. I'm sorry. Is that from all the work that Mom and Dad has made you do outside with the raking and things like that? Morning, Kendra. You 6th graders that have checked in, it is only 9:31 right now. So like I always tell you, be patient. We're not going to start until a little after 9:40, just to make sure everybody can get in here. Anybody else in that I haven't seen besides Carson, Kendra, and Morgan? I was going to show you guys our class pets that I intended to bring in. That Monday we found out we weren't going to have any school. I'll show them to you here in just a little bit. Morning, Greta. No, I didn't get a snake. I'll show you. Hey, you can see him sitting right up here. That's Ralph. And these are green anoles. They change color depending on their mood. Here is the other one sitting right down there. Is really hard to see. She is kind of hiding. It's really dark. You can't see. Maybe you can see right there, but she's a hider. She's a little shy today. Ralph isn't shy at all. He's pretty cool. These are green anoles. And so if we get back to school this year, I'll bring them. They are Ralph and Alice. Yes, you can hold them. As a matter of fact, they don't mind being held at all. They like to be petted underneath the chin, and if they are comfortable with you, they'll just close their eyes and they'll really enjoy that. They're kind of cool little creatures. It's kind of fun watching them hunt too. Morning, Dominic. So those that come in late, I'll show you again at the very end. Again, it's about 9:35, so we're going to take about 7 minutes for everybody to get in here. You guys have a good weekend? Weekends just aren't the same anymore, right? I did see the group is outside working on Saturday as I drove by and honked at them. Kendra, you were busy too, huh? When are you guys moving, Kendra? Or are you in the process of it right now? And Dominic, you went fishing? Oh, 6-pound catfish. Where'd you go fishing at, Dominic? End of May, Kendra? So I suppose you guys got kind of a mess at home, huh? All right. Al at the Maple River, okay. Greta, you are my official cricket catcher then. Thank you. What were you making, Carson? Morning, Wyatt. Oh, so you went 2 places, huh, Dominic? Did you start at the Maple and then go down to Fort Ransom? Dominic, have you ever tried the dam down by Catherine? That's usually a pretty good place for catfish too. Morning, Caden. Catfish is actually pretty good eating fish. Oh, you were working on your project, Carson. 8 foot by 8 foot? Wow. Thank goodness you're not going to bring that to school, but I'm anxious to see it. Holy cow. Silver Lake, where's that at, Morgan? I've heard of it. I've never tried swordfish either, Greta. I've tried shark, but I haven't tried swordfish. Good morning, Winter. So Carson, it wasn't part of your project? You were just doing it for fun? Or is that part of your project and you did it for fun? Yes, Morgan, that's right. It is south of Gwinner. I have never been there. I've heard of it, but I have never been there. Okay, 6th grade, this will not take real long. The first thing I need you guys to do, the very first thing, and I wish there were more 6th graders on here. I appreciate you guys coming. Some of you have been here every time, and I really do appreciate it. Please make sure that you check your email. Remember, Monday, I always send out your assignments or your information for the week. I sent it out about 7:45 this morning. Please check your email. I sent your assignments and information to you and to your parents. So one way or the other, you should have them. So please make sure that you get that. Let me know if you don't. There's not really a whole lot for you to do this. Well, let me put it this way. There's no book work. Again, I am not going to swamp you with work, but I also need, and most of you that are here are getting your assignments in, and I really do appreciate that. So what you're going to work on is your 3D portion of your project this week. Remember, you have until, I believe, May 1st, I said, and that's kind of a fluid due date. We're going to do some book work, not this week, but next week. So I know you all have your book, but mainly I want you to work on your 3D project. And again, you can send me a picture. 4th graders are doing a habitat project. Some of them have sent me videos, a very short video, just talking about it a little bit. If you want to send a video to me or a picture, it does not matter when you are done. So when you are done with your poster, I need a picture of that. Please send to me. When you're done with your 3D, I need a picture or a video with the 3D part and the poster together. So I need both of them on one little shot there. Good morning, Karina. Let me just grab this and do this. Okay, so again, the information that you should have received in your email today This is the only page. Okay, please make sure that you read through this for this week. Okay, again, if you didn't get it, hopefully your parents did. I sent it to both of them. So that's pretty much it. Also, if you are totally done with everything, don't forget about some of the supplemental work that I did send. You don't have to do it, but it's something that you can do. All right. Now, as I said, this would be pretty short, simply because you're basically concentrating on your project and getting work in that you haven't turned into me yet. Okay, so that's kind of the plan for this week. Remember, guys, you can always email me if you have a question. Some of you have, and it's much appreciated. And I'll try to answer as soon as I can. Sometimes I'm in meetings. I have a meeting again at 10 o'clock. But usually I answer your emails pretty quickly. If I don't, that means I'm busy with something, but I will answer as soon as I can. So if you don't have any questions, then I will talk to you 9:40 on Wednesday. If you do, stick around and please shoot me some questions. I see one. Karina, do you have to color the 3D project? Yeah, that has to be colored. It does. Sorry. But it looks so much better than just it being cardboard or whatever materials you're using. Yes, Greta, I got your poster. I've been to Clear Lake, Iowa. Wyatt, I have not been to Clear Lake, wherever, Minnesota or North Dakota. Where's Clear Lake located that you're thinking of, Wyatt? Yep, that's good, Karina. That sounds good. See you, Caden. Oh, Miss Madsen and Zach were fishing at Fort Ransom too. Yeah, I know Zach likes to do a lot of fishing. Do I fish? Oh boy, do I fish. Yes, I fish a lot. In the summertime, I'm usually not at home. I'm fishing someplace, and I'll go wherever to fish. Yes, Karina, if you have no more questions, you are free to go. Clear Lake, South Dakota. No, I never been there. Never been there. Sorry, guys. Yep, see you, Karina. Kendra, my thing is tan. Are you getting sun or what? Oh, my thing is tan, so can I use cardboard just leave it? Yeah, I suppose you can. If you send me a picture when you are halfway done, I might be able to give you some suggestions with that, Kendra. It just all depends on you might have to put some detail in there with maybe a marker. But yeah, that would be okay. Okay, Emma, before you leave, check your email and make sure you got your information for this week, okay? All right, see you, Kendra. I'm going to, okay, good, Emma, thank you. I'm going to, doesn't look like we have any more questions other than people talking about fishing, which is fine. But I'm going to close down here in about 2 minutes so I can get ready for my next meeting. Greta, you caught a bullhead. Is that your first fish? Thanks, Morgan. See ya. Walleye, Greta. Oh, a rock bass. Okay. 4 inches. Just a little itty bitty one, huh? Yeah, I'm getting anxious to get out fishing. Maybe next weekend. It's supposed to be a little nicer next weekend. Maybe in the 60s. Maybe I'll find a water hole someplace. Okay, guys. No questions on anything else. So, yes, I have caught a trout. Absolutely. So I have some emails to check. Some kids are sending some work in. We'll see you on Wednesday at 9:40. Have a good week, guys. See ya.